Welcome back. So, today I'm actually going to be starting a very new segment on my channel. I like to call it Enter the Asylum. Let me explain. There's a film company out there called The Asylum, which focuses on producing films that are low quality and have been made for direct-to-video releases. These can range from original films to mockbusters to full-blown and blatant rip-offs of other film franchises. Now, it's a stretch to call any film from Asylum good, but not all of them are god-awful. Some are actually quite entertaining when it comes to how bad they are, and a good chunk of them are aware of how stupid they are and just kind of roll with it. On the other hand, we also have god-awful films from Asylum that put in no effort and are clearly just made as cash-in opportunities. The movie I'm reviewing today is sort of a mix between the two. At least I consider it that way. It's called King of the Lost World. Directed by Lee Scott and coming out in 2005, King of the Lost World is a film where a plane crashes on a remote island and the survivors are trying to find a way off while also trying to live through a frightening jungle filled with giant insects, dragons, and a giant ape. Now, your first thought looking at this is that's probably a ripoff of King Kong. And you would be sort of right, because the film did come out the same year as Peter Jackson's remake of King Kong, and the main monster is a giant ape. However, this is also a loose adaptation of the novel The Lost World by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And when I say loose, I mean loose. Seriously, watching this for the first time, I made no connection to the two. From what I've seen, it seems this movie is considered one of the better Asylum films, and fans and critics seem to like it. So what about this film captures the imagination of fans? Even though it is a, monkey shit show. Why don't we take a look and find out? This is King of the Lost World. Let's review. So the film begins with a plane crashing into an island. Already, this is nothing like the original Lost World novel or King Kong. But I digress. We then meet some of the survivors, with the flight attendants frantically looking for another attendant named Gloria. I wouldn't worry about Gloria. I don't believe she's going to be in the rest of the picture. See?
Help someone!
Hey, careful there, guys. Can't you tell she's ticklish? Why else would she be laughing like that? We then very quickly meet our characters, though they sort of miss an important detail during the introduction. We get the characters' names, but not really their relation to each other. I mean, some of the characters obviously know each other, but it's never established how this is. Two characters take charge. The first is Ed Malone, played by Jeff Denton. The second is John Roxton, played by Rhett Gillies. And why are these two in charge, you ask? Well, that's easy. They're named after two of the characters from the original novel.
Hey, John Roxton. Ed Malone.
Bond. James Bond.
They discover the other part of the plane, and a group decides to head out. However, some people are a little hesitant on the idea.
Nobody leaves.
We have to send for help.
The pilots already did that.
We don't know that. We don't know where the pilots are, let alone what they did.
See this smoke? You can see it for miles. The rescue planes will see it.
What rescue planes?
Hey, don't give him attitude. The high school jock-sounding black man who we won't see for the rest of the movie may have a point. Eventually, the survivors decide to split into two groups. One will stay at the plane, the other will go into the jungle to find the cockpit and send for help.
Let's split up and search for this ape man who eats hamburgers.
One of the people that goes is a reporter named Rita Summerly, played by Sarah Leaving. She's hoping to take on some good photos and help make a name for herself if they escape. Hey, as long as she doesn't turn this into a found footage movie, that's perfectly fine with me. She can do what she wants.
The jungle's dangerous. People don't know what you're doing. You're gonna die.
Not today, we're not.
Oh my God, he's so goddamn cool!
So they all head off and...
I gotta go back. You'll have Lucia to help you, right? I gotta go back.
Well, that was pointless. I mean, what does this actually contribute to the movie?
Nothing. Nothing, Hughes? Oh boy.
They keep going and eventually stumble upon some strange webbing. After having a pretty casual reaction to a giant spider web, everyone keeps going until one of our party gets a bit curious.
What is this, moss?
No, don't touch that!
Catch it, bitch!
Oh, get him out of there!
Pull it! Oh, holy shit.
Jesus, that spider works fast. Either that or the production crew was able to make quick time when they stopped at the local Spirit Halloween. They reach the cockpit of the plane, but find that it's not the same model as their own. The radio equipment is also gone, so they decide to stay the night. While there, another passenger from the plane shows up. And get this, this is supposed to be our Challenger for the movie. This is Lieutenant Challenger, played by Bruce Boxleitner. Now, for those who haven't read the original novel or seen any movie adaptation to The Lost World, I can easily tell you, this guy is nothing like the actual Challenger. George Edward Challenger was a professor and was known to be eccentric, intelligent, and clever, but also vain, aggressive, and hot-tempered. This movie's version is not any of those things. Honestly, this guy's just kind of moody and aloof, which is not even close to what Challenger was actually like. In fact, if this is supposed to be a ripoff of King Kong, why combine it with The Lost World? It's not even like either one is similar, and the only similarities they had to The Lost World are some of the names of the characters. Whatever the case, the group leaves the camp and they're attacked by vines. Well, vines can be dangerous. I have often lost sleep by watching Vine compilations during the night. They stumble into a cave where a reject design from Game of Thrones is there, impaled on a spike.
I didn't sign up for this, alright? I mean, I'm sorry that I'm not some globe-trotting reporter. I'm a waitress from Tehachapi, California. And since we've gotten here, I have seen a giant spider, a man eating the vine, and we are now standing in a pit staring at something that, for lack of a better word, looks like a dragon!
Funny thing is, I don't think she's ranting in character. I think the actor's having an angry rant about the movie. Oh, also, who is this again? Hold on. Right, Dana. That's Dana, played by Christina Rosenberg. I think. Honestly, I'm kind of losing track of the characters, since a good chunk of them are dying, and they did a shit job of establishing who is who early on. Hell, I didn't even realize or remember some of these characters' names until I started writing the script for this review.
Look at me. We've gotten through this. Stay by my side and I'll protect you.
That's right, I'll protect you, my lover, or sister, or cousin, or daughter, or a person I literally just met. They continue on their journey the next day, where they stumble upon some markings and poles.
That one's bigger than the last. What the hell are they trying to kill that's that big?
Yeah, that's a pretty damn long list for a movie like this. Ooh, wait. Guy in a tie. Sorry, who's this character again? Oh, well, doesn't matter anyway. He's dead. The group takes a break, and Rita, I think, tries to learn more about Ed. I think.
More than the doctor.
Just been around a bit, that's all.
An adventurer.
Of sorts, yeah.
Look, lady, that's all the backstory you're gonna get. He's just the movie's badass for no reason. The flight attendant with them, Natalie, thinks she's found the plane, so everyone goes to check it out.
It's not our plane, dear.
What do you mean?
Okay, first off, you're the flight attendant. How do you not know what the plane looks like? Second, that can't be your plane, because it's currently on the beach and in half. The group investigate the plane, and Ed has an idea to launch a missile to use as a rescue beacon. Plus, to their luck, it seems Challenger knows how to activate a bomb.
Dad!
Paperweight now. I can't get it to work. Can't? Or won't?
Would you rather he shot you or blew you guys up? Also, is it just me, or did he change positions between shots just to look more dramatic? Let's see. Oh, nope. Sorry, never mind. It's the other guy. Honestly, I'm not making this up. I'm losing track of these characters. The group find a cave to rest for the night, but the cave is unfortunately already occupied. What is with people being obsessed with their camera in these movies? I can respect wanting proof the place is existent, but I think it can wait. We lose John. John? Yes, John. In the scuffle, and our heroes get captured by the natives of the island. They are brought to the chief for judgment.
Oh, Yuri. Escuelo que para cima e poem. Como descantes las máquinas.
Surprisingly, Challenger seems to understand their language. Only I'm not sure how good he is at speaking it.
Sobrevivemos. Regado para. Cielo corago. Pupunosos.
They get locked up and meet a crazy guy. He doesn't have a name, he's just a crazy guy. He rambles about how they've been sacrificed to winged creatures, which keep away something else that the villagers are afraid of. A primitive civilization stuck on an island where they use ritual sacrifice in order to keep away a monster. Oh yeah, I don't see the similarities at all. Challenger is then brought before one of the chief's wives. She apparently has the hots for him, while he tries to get some information from her.
We fear him more than we fear the winged ones.
Him? Who?
You cannot speak his name.
Yeah, you might get fined for copyright. Challenger doesn't win the affection of the chief's girl, so he gets locked back up. Man, these guys are having a tough time. First giant spiders, then killer vines, then giant scorpions. Now it sounds like they're going to be sacrificed to dragons. And they haven't even seen the giant gorilla yet. What's next? There's also a nuke on the island?
One of the planes that crashed was carrying a top-secret payload. Limited-range nuclear warhead.
Yeah, movie, I was kidding. So it turns out Challenger was sent here to deactivate a small nuke. But this raises a lot of questions. First off, it's limited range. Why not just let it explode? I mean, it could kill some people on the island, but you didn't even know the island was inhabited before you got here, right? If it goes off here, it won't cause any serious damage. Second, why not tell everyone about it? Everyone is at risk, so I think you can skip the secrecy and let everyone know what you're doing. Anyway, Natalie and Dana are brainwashed while Ed is chosen to be sacrificed, along with someone from the crash site. I don't remember his name, so you shouldn't either. I think you need to improve those horns of yours. Either that or the sound director should turn down the music. The dragons show up and get ready to eat their fill. Our sacrifices, however, are saved by an unexpected hero.
Holy shit!
Monkey.
Oh look, a very poorly blocked off entrance to the prison where Challenger and Rita are being held.
Oh, how convenient!
Alright, they make it to the plains. Challenger goes to disarm the bomb while Ed tries to hotwire a radio and send for help. Unfortunately, the chief's wife doesn't appreciate getting snubbed and challenges Challenger to a fight. You know, if you're going to add cartoon sound effects, you might as well add these ones. Challenger managed to win, but gets mortally wounded and can't complete the disarming. Meanwhile, the Monarch Monkey shows up and destroys their last chance of escape. But don't worry, the Air Force has come to take it down.
What's going on? Why are they flying like that?
Because the producers of the movie were only able to afford pilots trained by Launchpad McQuack.
Are we over the lost world yet? We must be. How can you tell? We're lost.
They find the dying Challenger, and he instructs Ed to nuke the monster, which totally defeats the purpose of him trying to disarm the bomb. Okay, I'm no expert at disarming a bomb, but I'm pretty sure the whole point is to make sure it doesn't explode. Alright, time to finish this off. And since Ed doesn't give us a good one-liner, I'll put one in for him.
Smile, you son of a...
Thus, everyone lives happily ever after. Still trapped on the island. With at least one man-eating dragon flying around. Happy ending! And that was King of the Lost World. Was it one of Asylum's best? No, but it's hardly their worst either. It's an obvious ripoff of King Kong, and a not-so-obvious ripoff of The Lost World, but that's what gives it some entertainment value. It doesn't try to be anything more than it is, so it's hard to really fault it for anything, and take it seriously. It's flawed, but believe me, it's not one of Asylum's worst. So, if you're in the mood, feel free to get lost in the mockbuster of The Lost World. Thank you for joining me on this review. Until the next film, farewell.